So when I was filming this, it was obviously a very icy, snowy day, pretty unusual for the climate where I live. And so um, there's really not any salt on the roads or anything like that. So I was doing the best I could with like very icy, slippery ground. And I wasn't really able to do as much as I normally would have because I couldn't get any traction with my feet. It's also just really frigidly cold. It's always hard to get warmed up when you are training outside. This isn't my first workout of the new year, but it is kind of the crystallization of my ideas. Whenever I'm changing over a big programming block, I like to take some time to actually think about what it is I'm wanting to do before just jumping straight in. I usually like to fiddle around a little bit, and it'll take me maybe 2 or 3 weeks to finalize an idea. I think earlier in my training career, I would be tempted to just rush into the new thing, but now I want to basically experiment and see what actually is realistic for my schedule and my goals at the given time. I don't really worry about losing a week or two of training because at this point, I think in terms of months and in terms of years, in terms of the goals that I'm trying to achieve. So the rows here were pretty rough because this was really where the traction issues were coming into play. So I had to do very deep, awkward positioning just because that was all I could do. You can even see my feet sliding here. So I'm like sort of hovering over the ice. And then this is where I'm just beginning to do dead hangs. So I've become strong enough to do one-arm dead hangs. Never mind. I'm doing windshield wipers, which I also have become strong enough to do, but not the full untucked version. So I've just been prioritizing a lot of grip work, a lot of core work, upper back work. My mobility has improved pretty drastically in certain areas from swimming and just more targeted mobility work. So here we are with the actual hangs. I've been working on reducing my momentum when I start swinging because it's hard to completely dead hang there. But when you're trying to conserve as much energy as possible for the actual gripping, the swinging is just a big waste of resources, essentially. So yeah, this is a pretty good rundown of the basics of what I'm doing for some of my training sessions. I'm having days where I'm prioritizing different things. I'm not sure what specific training day this was anymore because I filmed it the other week, but it is kind of one of the 3 or 4 training blocks I'm going for. It's probably one of my bent arm strength days, I would guess. I was still experimenting a little bit. Then here's just a long dead hang just to build some grip endurance.